Today is Thursday, June 13. Welcome to the Daily Levels. It's about 8:12 a.m. Eastern. And in the aftermarket, pre-market so far at least, as of 8:12 a.m., they've kind of hovered within this zone area, if you recall, that we had yesterday, that they spent some time in. And so in the big picture, when you zoom out, that looks somewhat bullish, like they're just going sideways and may want to go higher. And I've got some information on at least one of these levels up here that I'll explain. And thought maybe I shouldn't even mention this because I discovered something this morning as I was running the numbers that there was a level that I did not put on the board yesterday, and it comes from larger term data. Oftentimes, even weeks go by and these levels are never hit, and I only really pay attention to them when they line up with my daily levels. It's just a different way of calculating them, but they tend to work kind of in a bigger picture. And there was a level. I'll show you maybe a 5-minute chart or something in a minute to show what that level was. It just happened to be where the destination was yesterday, and it could have changed my outlook on things. It would have been a good place to trade, but neither here nor there. Also forgot to put the levels out or send that email out, which was an oversight on my part. No real excuse on that. I want everybody to realize the value of these, but as it turned out, it really wasn't the best day to trade, at least the levels that I had. But this one level I'll show you in a minute really was kind of the money spot. Unfortunately, I just neglected to put it on the board. So anyway, this 548.30 is from that same, derived the same way. So that's, it looks like a pretty far distance from where they're currently at, but we talked about 550 being just a big number. What if that's the destination? We still have 2 more weeks. Next week is the expiration of this current E-mini contract, the 21st. That's Friday. So volume will start to pick up in the upcoming contract. We'll probably start trading the September contract next week, and then, of course, 1 more week, and then it's the end of the week, the month, and the quarter. So a pretty important time that we're in, as we've already discussed. So I want to show you that other level right now. You can see pretty clearly on the 5-minute chart here. So this is just previous action up till the gap yesterday when they went up and opened. Well, we had levels all in here that really just, that zone just didn't behave very normally, at least the way I would have liked them. But where'd they go? They went up. So I had this number here, 543.65 was the spot. And I did not even have that on the board. So unfortunately, that could have been a good place to trade yesterday. But like I said, it's already in the past. Pay more attention. I have this on another chart, just a different color, because as you can see how far away this was compared to current price, and just the way they kind of come out of the calculator. But anyway, I'm going to pay more attention. It may have something to do with the fact that I was up till almost 2 a.m. the night before, and then up kind of early, and just I'm more of at least an 8-hour a night kind of guy. I need to sleep, and so anyway, I've had some long days and long nights lately. So we will come back to the 1-minute chart after the market closes. Look at all the trades taken in the E-minis, assuming the spiders hit these levels, and we'll discuss them in the video tonight. Thanks, and see you then. Okay, it's almost 10:50 p.m. Let's look at the trades. Really, just one level that was hit, one trade, although I did load up and got a few contracts. Let's examine this a little closer. And overall, the spiders kind of maintained their composure. They, more or less flat on the day. They were kind of within that candle from yesterday. Didn't do a whole lot. They had the potential to do a lot more, but they didn't. So they came down into 541.09, so operating level 541.14. And they didn't react at this immediately. And I did add to this position, but let's just talk about playing by the rules. So when they came down here, there is some things that I look for under this fumble threshold, which is 40 cents below 541. Let's go ahead and put this on the chart. So 541.14. The profit target would be 541.54, roughly 4 points in the E-minis. And the fumble threshold is 40 cents on the other side, or 4 points. So just want you to see, while they spent some time underneath this, it's more of a function of time. And given this some time, it worked out. They came up and just barely gave the profit target the first time, and then they went higher the rest of the day, as you can see. But I added to this, so I was basically 4 points, took off 3. Let's just watch the trade as it took. But just want to point out that playing by the rules, if you were patient and held on to this, this wasn't clean, and they really didn't bounce like the way they should have as intended, but they gave the base hit eventually, even withstanding this time under the fumble threshold. So starting this recording as they were coming into this level for the first time, and I was Had 3 contracts triggered to buy at the level. We're at 541.14 when they hit that level. So I bought 3, planning to take 2 off at a base hit and trail the remainder up. So there you go. I'm long 3 and have my sights on a 4-point base hit of 2 contracts, but I ended up adjusting that a little bit. There you go. You see it, 5 points. And ultimately, I added another contract, so I was long 4. This area was important. It just took a while to develop. So I'm long 4 at this point, took 3 off at pretty much a base hit, and trailed 1, thinking well, you'll see in a minute. So I got that, and then I want to trail this 1 up, and I've got a target up here just to get out before this next level. They never got that high. They ended up coming back down, stopping me out with just a little bit on that 1 contract. So that was pretty much it. I mean, I can just scrub ahead and show you. They never hit any other levels, although at the very end of the day, they got really close to the level at 543.36, as you can see here, but it was just the last 1 minute candle of the day. I'm not interested in this, but playing by the rules, you could have squeezed the base hit out with some patience, and what you saw what I did, and it was just slightly different. So we'll look at the tracking log and kind of wrap this up and talk about the profit potentials, playing by the rules, and a little bit of what I did. First, 1 simple base hit for 4 points, and there's your profit potentials based on number of contracts traded. That's the numbers here, 1 through 10. I got a little bit more, so really a total of 4 contracts, 4.5 points, so it was a little bit over $900 before commissions. So 1 more day in the week, and should be interesting. They have the potential to move more, and they're just kind of waiting around. Maybe they're waiting until next week. Like I said, next week is important for a lot of reasons, and then the end of the month after that. We're only interested in these intraday trades at these levels. They work most of the time. Today was just a little messy, if you will, but it worked. We waited long enough. But thanks for watching. We will come back and do this tomorrow. Look for the email in the morning if you're on the list to get the numbers, get the levels, and a little bit of description and commentary of what might happen during the day. And by the way, just to point out again that they're not given any indication that they're going to fall right now. Anything can happen. And if they do, it could be pretty fast and furious, if you will. However, they're maintaining their composure. I think it's worth repeating. So anyway, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.